Okay, why my model doing that? Hold on. Boop. Alright. Okay. What's up, people? It's your boy Dark. We here, we alive, and bit later than what I planned, but I did sleep in a little bit today. So it is what it is. That said though, we ain't doing too bad. We're here with the Swan song. Acto 1. As we're going a little bit back in time, it looks like, to episode 10, I think. At least the first bit of this when I teasered it a little bit last time with the counter slide. And let's see. Fighting random COs. The law of creating a world. The tree of Setharoth consists of 10, Sedra's 22 past, said that all components interact harmoniously to create a world. Let's see, we have this one for some reason. Know what you find. Give me a second. People are messaging me on Discord. Sorry about going silent suddenly. Okay, back to the focus. For context, we're talking about they have someone giving birth live, it seems like, on Twitch, which is fucking weird. Like, why would you do that? Excuse me. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, fucking stupidities. Well, I chalk that up to. You know what, Sigma? Alright, let's see. A few hours later, after the episode, after that one shit with episode... Oh, is this where, they're gonna show her getting confronted and getting captured? Is that the play here? Charlotte A. Lotus managing perimeter zone. Oh, hold on. That looks like model froze. I'll see if it corrects itself or not. Lotus management plant. How can Commander do this to me? He got all excited about the Quaffle game or whatever it's called, and he only took Jinzo with him. Thanks to that, I'm stuck with all the boring work. An actress should not complain about the roles she gets. To the wolf, you are already dead. And if the wolf somehow sees you, unnecessary valuables may occur. Commander took Juso with him to prevent those valuables from happening. I know that. So will you stop acting all high and mighty in front of me? So, how much further do we have to go? Yep, there it is. Alright, the model froze. Let me restart it then. We're almost there. We're already under the moon's influence. What? Said that 3 times already. Why are we going to see the moon when the sun's shining this bright? I mean, why are we? Yes. What does the moon even have to do with the law of creating a world? Try using that brain of yours, Retriever. There are still ways to see the moon in the middle of the day. Yeah, I mean, I kind of see it in the morning, but I don't know about the middle of the day. Tch, nah, it's just VC face is VC face. What's up, Jaltir? Alright, we give it a moment. Ancient beings claim that all living organisms originated from the moon. The only living organisms that I heard ever coming from the moon is goblins! Goddamn goblins! That's why Goblin Slayer wants to blow up the moon. In what regard? I was gonna say, in what regard, what's happening tomorrow? I didn't hear anything particular. Though it is now dismissed as part of some religion, it is not a scientifically unfounded claim. There's also a claim that the moon was a piece of debris that fell off from the Earth when a huge celestial body collided with it long ago. I mean, that one makes sense, and I'm pretty sure it could be. According to that claim, the Earth's tidal difference occurred during the moon's tidal force. Oh, that's happening tomorrow? Okay. Yeah, that'll definitely be an interesting show. Their whole subpoena hearings happening tomorrow, huh? Which allowed the Earth to have an environment that was suitable for life. Miss Swan, will this be on the test? Hush. I haven't even gotten to the main topic. Oh, there's a possibility that those 3 platforms could get shut down. Well, maybe not Steam, but possibly Discord and possibly Twitch. All the stuff that they do online. It's a fine line with that, Jaltir. I mean, yes, it shouldn't be used as a bed for, like, violent activism and shit like that. But there's a fine line because it can easily go towards, like, censorship of free speech and stuff. There's a fine line between free speech and advocating for violence, so it needs to be carefully curtailed to that. That's why social media in general is a double-edged sword. Because of shit like that. But it ain't the craziest shit happening. Because right now, live on Twitch, apparently someone's giving birth. I'm not fucking kidding. We have that shit posted live right fucking now. I don't know why this bitch decided to do this, but okay. Yeah, I would say that's more of the Reddit, but yes. It's Reddit, the fucking Reddit, the threads, and obviously Blue Sky, because Blue Sky is its own fucking echo chamber. Now, like I said, there's a fine line difference between free speech and advocating for violence, and they're definitely advocating for violence. I see it on all the platforms. Yeah, that's why I'm saying when it comes to advocating for violence, because this is the game that a lot of them play. They'll go like, you know, something along the lines of, we should go beat up like fascists or something. And then like another person will go, look, a fascist, and point it like you or some shit. So it's the game they play too with that fucking nonsense as well. I know what they try to do. That's why I say there's a fine line that they try to walk as well. But we know what they fucking mean. It ain't stupid. But also in terms of how you can counter that, that's why you gotta be careful for too, because you don't want to go overly hard in certain directions, because then everyone's gonna get affected. That's why I say though, it's a mixed bag when it comes to the whole fucking curtailing censorship bullshit. Honestly, my solution would just be look up the IP of each individual offender and just banish them from the internet. If you could fucking do that. That's its own can of worms too, but hey. That's something. According to the old administration's data, the dark side of the moon is the most likely point of contact with Seraph. The Northern Union, where the remains of its forces have gone to hide, has known about this long since. The remnants of Seraph are in the fucking Northern Union. Advocating for violence and other such things will not be tolerated, yes. So, a few years ago, they sent an expedition to study the dark side of the moon, and they found the Nazis. However, the results were disastrous. Most of the expedition crew died before they reached their destination. And their sole survivor can't remember what she had observed over there. Afterwards, her whereabouts became unclear. So, what are you trying to say? You're going to somehow observe the dark side of the moon when even the Northern Union failed to do so? Or are you trying to tell me that there's a high-tech telescope hidden somewhere around here? There will be no need for that. If I'm correct, the moon will show us its dark side when the time comes. And the moon will show its dark side to us. I'm not sure what this is all about. What's going to happen the moment the Quaffle game's over, right? You're beginning to understand. Do you want a treat, Retriever? No thanks, I don't need anything given to me by a shading woman. I don't want to eat anything given to me by a shady woman. No, actually, I did not. Man, it was beautiful. Though the one post picture you freaking posted, yeah. Commander said the world will change after the Quaffle game, right? So that right. Yeah, I've seen that type of shit before. The Quaffle game is created by a certain being. If winning the game changes the world in some way, then it'll certainly mean that the laws of creating a world, the Tree of Sephiroth, has somehow deviated from the rules the being had decided. Wait, the sky. Why is it slowly getting darker? It has started. The total solar eclipse. Total solar eclipse. That's what you meant by seeing the moon in broad daylight? Yes. In this moment, the sun, the moon, and Earth are all aligned. At the same time, the moon that covers the sun will revolve and show its dark side. But that's not all. Centered around the sun's beauty, Neptune is positioned on the seat of the crown, Uranus on wisdom, and Saturn on understanding. Jupiter on the kindness, Mars on the discipline, Venus on the victory, and Mercury on the glory will also find their places. The moment all the planets find their original positions, and the moment the Quaffle game ends, do you think it's a coincidence that these two moments are so intricately intertwined? It's not. If not, is it the will of some being? I've been researching the Tree of Seraph for a long time. I'm sure of it, First Wing. If the world changes somehow after the Quaffle game ends, the place with the most possibilities is here, where the dark side of the moon can be observed during a total solar eclipse. Miss Claire, are you absolutely sure about this? Because I see a lot of COs gathered around here. You seem not to have paid attention during my class, Retriever. It's not strange for beings that seek possibility to gather around the Seraph observation point. Commander seems to have also predicted this and tasked you as my guard, no? Yeah, of course he did. If you're not going to fight, stand back. I'm not taking the fall for you getting injured because you stay too close. Of course, I'm a screenwriter as well as an actress. The beginning of the end, the moment the world changes, the absolute drama by the clash of fate and destiny. As a screenwriter, I wouldn't want to miss a single moment of this. Alright, yeah, so this is definitely, at least the first act, is definitely backstory to the shit she was doing in the first episode. Man, she's hot as fuck. The actress? Yeah. She do be. And then goes Sigmar. Oh, my bad. I forgot to do this first. Yeah, Swan, the actress, she's pretty hot. She's got that one, like, black wedding dress thing, but you have to, like, wail for it, which is stupid, but it is what it is. Counterside, Quaffle game, final battle. Back to episode 10, where this awesome Avengers Assemble scene happened. And our resident demon lord appeared too and helped out. And that cool shit happened. Episode 10 was fucking awesome. In Counterside. The cool fucking art and the story and shit, very fucking awesome. This is revealing who really was the mastermind behind all this shit. Okay, and we're at the I'm revealed thing. I see that more people are coming. Greetings, everyone. and thank you for trying your best so far. It's a pleasure to introduce myself finally. I am the CEO of Coffin Company, and the one who established the old and present administration. I am the Supreme Administrator. I am the Administrator. Normal side, Administrator, Direct Control City, Ground 1. And there's my bastard son, who I may or may not know exists. Even though he's technically a computer program, just like his sister. After overcoming countless failures and adversities, it seems you finally succeeded. Father. Mister, I'm the head of the underground fucking council, or whatever the fuck they were called again. Normal side, Administration, Direct Control City, Front Bay. The pirates. Captain, over there! An unidentified pillar of light has appeared from the dimensional crevice beneath Front Bay. They got fucking microphone, megaphone speakers and shit on their fucking... That's funny. Is this another omen that the Black Fud will reappear? Normal side, Administrating Direct Control City, Sharadade. As that's happening, yep. What was that? Is this an earthquake? No, I don't think it's that simple. Look, that's the Grand Dimensional Crevice? Has it ever glowed like that before? Never, at least to my knowledge. Is that so? Come to think of it, there's something I learned at school. That when the Grand Dimensional Crevice first appeared, it was unbelievably bright. It was so bright that you could tell night from day. You couldn't tell night from day. And then the sky and the ground were covered with COs. Really? I never heard of that. Luca, do you think this is the end of the world? I really don't want it to be. I don't know, but it wouldn't be the worst for it to... It wouldn't be the worst for it to end. I always thought this world is like this because it never got through with the ending part. Hey, Felice? What? If the world's ending anyway, wanna go out with a bang? Charlotte Lotus Management Perimeter Zone, CSE Level 2. What is that? Was hiding behind the moon all this time? This is the Quaffle game diagram bullshit. The sun is now completely obscured by the moon. The light from the moon's dark side is emanating on its own. It might be hard to believe, but what we are witnessing is a portion of the Tree of Sephiroth. The true form of Serapha. That's Serapha? What the fuck is Serapha anyway? I forgot the name of the... Was that the name of the one who did this? Energy detected from the dark side of the moon. It's heading this way! A tremendous energy enough to cause a rift in the dimension. It's probably a route connecting the moon and Earth. A route? Now's not the time for such nonsense! So, what do we do now? Shouldn't we run away? Don't know. What's happening from here on out is a change in reality by the law of creating a world. Everything, from start to finished, is unknown. Damn it! You can't be serious! It's too late to run away now! Get back! Hello. Where the fuck are we now? Are we still alive? Hey, Swan, you okay? I'm fine, Retriever. It seems that this place was slightly off-centered from the pillar of light connecting to the moon. I mean, what? So annoying. Can't you just say thank you? So, where are we? Did we get swept away by that huge dimensional rift? I really don't want to end up on a missing person poster. No, we didn't cross dimensions. It's just that the world around us has changed. Then, this used to be the corrupted area we were in? Look at that hill. The location and topography characteristics... Topography, blah 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 blah, I can't pronounce it right now, of this place hasn't changed. It seems that the environment around us was changed due to Seraph's influence. Takes a long time to recover lands exposed to corruption rays for a long time, you know. So, you're telling me the Serapha fully restored the entire natural environment of this place? I'm not sure if it was restored to its original state or if it was created anew, but that doesn't seem to be all of it, unfortunately. What was that sound? Oh shit, it's these things. There's multiple versions of them, huh? Is that a CO? It's the ones that can talk and have intelligence. Are you telling me they were created after the Coaffle game? Okay, that makes a little more sense. For a moment on stage, actors live another person's life. And we just use her, and I'm gonna use mine, cause fuck it. Mine's better anyway. Okay, roaring and shit. Isn't that a CO? Hey, Swan, this is different than what you just told me! The dark side of the moon, the tree of Sephiroth, the law of creating a world. After being such a show-off, this is the result of it! A new type of CO appearing? Whoa, what an extraordinary discovery! All forces have action and reaction. After the game, I didn't say the world would change for the better with certainty. It's still too early to even conclude that it was due to Sephira in the first place. First of all, we should observe the situation further. No, you know I hate waiting! And I've already done enough doing what you want. Now it's my turn! Why do you never listen to me? I said we should first observe, did I not? Are you crazy? What was that for? Damn it. It's getting away! Out of the way! What do you want me to do, huh? Are you just gonna let some unknown danger run wild in this world? It doesn't matter. What? Trying to fool an actress. How amusing. It means that the game is over and our truce ends here, Retriever. Do you think that I wouldn't know that you've been prying on my business all this time? Heh. So, now you show your true colors. Alright. Commander was right about you. I was wondering when you would stab us in the back. It must be the Commander's orders placing you as my guard. You were tasked to follow me and witness the change of the world, and to remove anything that could become valuable. Also, it was a test to see if I would continue our pact after the game was over. For I know that the Commander tends to completely exclude variables that he cannot handle. But for me, this variable is a critical turning point. So, until I am able to define what Serapha's true form is, I will not allow anyone to touch it. Oh yeah? Then do you also know about this? You know, I didn't like you the second I met you. I always wanted to land a blow on that haughty face of yours. Haughty? Whatever. High and mighty face of yours, bitch. Just like this! Of course I did, First Wing. It is an actress's job to observe people and explore their minds. Who you are, how your world comes to collapse, and where your anger stems from. I understand them deeper than anyone else. You... those wings! Because... Oh shit, that was voiced. I did not expect that to be... This is the first time I heard a fucking line voiced. You exposed yourself too much in front of the actress. So she uses the wing... She copied the wings of, what's his name? But your stupid mimicking ends here. What a predictable repertoire. Great actresses never picked you with her roles. Okay, yeah, that was definitely a show battle. Just with dialogue. Didn't realize you were copying us behind our backs all this time. The stage is full of too much commotion. Everything after the game's ending has already been planned. So, give up. You cannot escape my script already. Yeah! With this, you are fatally wounded. If you don't stop the bleeding from your abdomen, you will die. Yeah, it felt somehow familiar. What's so amusing? This unpleasant feeling that I had since I first saw you. I get it now. Why you didn't show your face in the front lines? You made a contract with that damned ignorant monarch, didn't you? That's surprising. I've been hiding that power from everyone. I admit, you have a sharp nose like a real retriever. Then, your goal is to open the coffin? But you have to be insane to... Well, what changes with you knowing that? I'm sorry, but that information will never reach the commander's ears on time. That's because you'll be off this stage for a while now. You think I'm going down that easily? I'll make sure to cause a ruckus until the very end! So I dare you to end me if you can! While pretending to attempt a final blow, she aimed at the ground, creating a chance to escape. It might seem violent at first glance, but one could say it was meticulous and a first wing-like behavior. But everything is according to the script. I anticipated this much. It's only a matter of time before you leave the stage. Speak, Richard Weiner. Swan, how'd it turn out? There's been a report about observing an unidentified flash of light in the operational area. Wait, you guys were fucking working together? First Wing is severely injured. I lost her, but she couldn't have gone very far. Alright, I'll deploy all the search members we have on standby outside the operational area. This is the opportunity of a lifetime. We must have her in our custody, no matter how long it takes. Then, I'll see myself out at this point. It would prove troublesome if my backstage identity gets exposed to others. Very well. It's a shame you're leaving, but that was our original terms. If Six Wings found out about my betrayal, they'll come after me. So, I'll go back to being an actress for the time being. Due to the nature of Six Wings, they won't openly harm any well-known celebrities. As usual, I'll ask the administration that the administration conceal any information about what had happened. Of course, I promise. But I must ask, Six Wings is a terrorist organization that the administration has been after for years. But how were you able to lure a member to such a remote place this easily? What was the information that even Six Wings wanted so badly? It seems you've forgotten, Richard. Our deal was that I provide intelligence on Six Wings and that you cover up my activities behind the scenes. Whatever secrets we have, didn't we agree not to ask each other about them? It is ungentlemanly behavior trying to delude into a lady's secrets. Plus, as you may already know, even if she is wounded, First Wing is no easy opponent. Show any signs of hesitation, and she'll use her brainwashing abilities to escape your grasp. I suggest you provide your men with a mind jammer, or deploy a counter who is resistant to mental attacks. Yes, Osmodeus should be a perfect match. Unfortunately, she's busy with another mission and can't join this one. I'll find someone else. Very well. Then I'll send you the coordinates of this corrupted area. Wait, Swan, I think you're mistaken. What's wrong? The coordinates you gave me aren't in the corrupted area. This place was one of the last strongholds defended by the multinational coalition force during the Purification War 20 years ago. I still remember it vividly. My unit also quite indebted to the villagers nearby during the war. Thanks to them, we were able to secure the base until the end. There was a village nearby? Charlotte Lotus Management Perimeter Zone. CSE Level 2. It is now CSE 0, so the world has been overridden a little bit. Hey, stop right there! You idiot. You think I'll stop just because you said so? Hey, don't run. What if you trip and fall? When I was doing my research, this place was no doubt a corrupted area. Much just as Richard said. It's a small village where people live. That woman. Why is she looking all around our village? Oh, is she in disguise? Yeah. She's not from here. What if someone like from the administration? What if she's from the administration who come to inspect this place to develop it? Then shouldn't we be greeting her? The village facilities might be outdated, but the people's spirits here aren't bad. It's like an old and quiet village in the countryside. If I were in the slums of Charlotte, they would point a gun at me first. Richard said that this village has been here for 20 years. In other words, Serapha caused a village that had vanished 20 years ago to reappear. A change in reality accompanied by a strong distortion in information. Just as I expected. The law of creating a world is perhaps... But why? What meaning does restoring a small village have? Shit. Hello, miss? What is it? Is there something you want to say to me? Uncle's hand said I should be polite to the guests who came to our village. This is an apple pie made with homegrown apples. Would you like it? Homegrown apples. Would you like a taste? Thank you. It looks delicious. Did you come here from the city? Yes. I stopped by while traveling around here. I didn't even know a village existed here. Oh, I see. Then, which city did you come from? Chamber, Charlotte, or Ground Zero? I mean, Ground 1. What's it like in the city? I, actually want to go there once. Of course, I can't right now because I'm poor and my parents are against it. I think this village is nice and quiet. May I ask why you wish to live in a city? It's not that I don't like this place, but there's a lot of things I want to do and a lot of things I want to eat. But above all else, there's someone I want to meet. I don't even know what that person will think of me, though. I still want to meet that person. Someone you want to meet? Yes. And that person is... I swear if they say her name, I was gonna laugh. The wandering woman sings pitifully on the stage of ordeal. Is that Swan but younger? There is someone I wanted to meet. He would appear with light during the climax of any conflict and resolve it. He would appear with light. A person who was so radiant and graceful like a swan. The only person who acknowledged me when I was misunderstood by everyone. The man. The future of my world was already being robbed and he no longer exists. Yet I still reminisce about the incident I had with the man. Everything according to the script. That is my old determination. No matter what ending awaits me at the end of it. A choice I made to accept any role if it meant reverting everything to the beginning. Yes, I believe starting from here would be appropriate. I'll get Swan's backstory. September 8, 1888, London, midnight. Young woman, somebody, please help me. Jack the fucking Ripper? Pitiful. That poor child must have felt as much pain. Why are you doing this to me? Why, you ask? That's because the world has lost its grace, and we need to offer a sacrifice. To put an end to this unholy world, and revert everything to the beginning. An offering to summon an angel. An angel? I don't understand. Now, the time has come. Everything according to the script. Extra, extra, read all about it. The Western Front is winning smoothly with a new weapon that uses mana stones. Long live the British Empire! Mana stones? What? The war has caused the price of mana stones to rise again. Guess your wages are gonna get cut again. Next up, continuing from last week, another body was found. It must be him. This is the doing of the Midnight Killer. Okay, so we're in... Okay, so this world has their equivalent of Jack the Ripper, apparently. There's a lunatic killer on the loose, massacring people every night. Everyone, be careful! Read all about it by buying your copy of the Stand's paper. With a regular subscription and recent event... Wow! Coach boy, huh? You little brat, you got a death wish or something? I'm so sorry. Do you even know who I work for? Smith. I'm fine, so don't be so angry. Don't be too angry. Are you alright? You didn't get hurt, did you? No. Hey, get your dirty hands off her! I'm sorry! I said I'm fine, didn't I? Alright, apologies, miss. I'm Swan. Okay. I mean, I kind of half expected this. But what the fuck? How old are you, Swan? If you're 1888 and we're like 300 fucking years, give or take, in the future with this story. Jesus Christ, woman. Oh dear, your newspapers are all crumpled. How much is it for the lot? Swan? Where have I heard that name before? Wait, You're Swan Claire from the Royal Opera House? Yeah, that's right. Here, this is for the pair of papers. It's a trinket. It's a trinket. I heard it's a ticket. I heard the tickets to Swan performances can be sold at absurd prices. Are you sure? I don't know a thing about opera. It doesn't matter. Performances might be all about what you see and hear, but ultimately it's about what you feel in your heart. There's a performance tonight, and I happen to have a spare ticket to give away. I wouldn't mind if you sell it to someone else, but I hope you really come see me perform. Perhaps you bumping into me was meant to be, no? Huh? Okay, I'll be there. I'm so happy to hear that. Then I'll see you in the audience later. I thought I seen Latriva enough times to be sick of it. Even if it's the same play, however, the entire atmosphere seems to change depending on who plays which role. It was an astonishing performance, ma'am. I was especially impressed by the one who played the main character, Valida. It should be your first time in this theater, but you have a keen eye, sir. The prima donna was played by a child named Swan. She's the most popular actress in all of London right now. Prima donna? But she's so young. Much like her name. It would be best to describe her as a graceful... I would describe her as a graceful swan. She can memorize the script and songs after reading them once. And has the vocal range to cover any and all roles, from Catrianto to soprano. Even in this opera house with so many talents, her talent is by far the best. The curtain call ends here. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for coming tonight to see our performance. I'll be waiting for you all again if fate allows it. Her name is Swan, you say? What a befitting name. Oh, he had eyes for a moment there. Great work, Swan. The audience reactions were so enthusiastic. Did you know that the theater sales have nearly tripled since you became a prima donna? Even the theater's manager is super satisfied. I'm relieved to hear that our audience liked it, Mary Jane. You see, I was a little nervous on stage tonight. Stop trying to be so modest. I'm not falling for that again. Just seeing your pile of fan letters could make a book thicker than any famous person's autobiography. I'm so jealous of you. I want to know what it feels to be loved by everyone in London. If I were as pretty and talented as you, I think I could also confidently go up on stage instead of just being behind it. That's not true, Mary. The only reason actors can shine on stage is because the back staff shines the spotlight on them. Actors and staff must work in harmony to give an outstanding performance. The love from fans is directed at one person like me, but our entire theater and troupe, so you can feel confident about it wherever you go. No, you're allowed to be proud. You deserve it, Mary Jane. As the actress who represents our theater company, I'll also say confident on stage. Your eyes are always so serious when you start talking about the stage, Swan. That's nice to hear a compliment for London's best prima donna. Yes, come in. Hello, Miss Swan Claire. God damn. My fucking, I don't know. I want to say allergies, but something else fucking popping up. The season change, be a bitch. Alright. I took a moment to breathe. Here's another one. It's a fan letter by an anonymous fan. Oh, it's that letter again? Another one? Who's sending these creepy letters to you? Well, the gentleman always sends it without writing down his name. As for us, the Royal Post Office, to provide the best service, it's our policy to deliver letters with the royal stamp directly to the recipient. That's why it's so creepy. Who is man enough to keep sending a letter with a stamp that costs more than my monthly salary? Well, that's up to whoever buys our royal stamps. I'm sure he's no ordinary person. Among the high-ranking people, there are many who have unusual hobbies that we normal folks can't understand. These nobles are the worst. Since I've confirmed the recipient has received the letter, I'll be on my way then. Goodbye. Well, the city's all routed up. All routed up because of the Midnight Killer. Shouldn't you report this? What does the letter say anyway? Can you at least tell me? Sorry. I can't share it with you because it contains the fans' personal matters. Well, come on, you're so frustrating in times like these. You don't have to worry about me. I believe I'll have to endure this level of attraction as... I believe that I have to endure this level of attention as an actress. Whatever. I'm sure you have your reasons. Instead, promise me that you'll tell me the truth if anything dangerous happens, okay? Like you said, you're the prima donna, the face of our company. Okay. Thanks, Mary Jane. 3 days later, September 11th, 1888, London at midnight. The streets are nearly empty. I guess it should be okay around this time. Okay. No one's following me. Then... it's over. Let's go back. With this week went by safely... Huh? Don't you know it's dangerous to be out so late? Or do you not realize your own position? Who are you? Swan. You're Swan Claire, correct? I know who you are. It's best for you to listen to my words if you want to live. Then she meets a gentleman. Swan. You're Swan Claire, correct? I know who you are. It's best for you to listen to my words if you want to live. I heard you were a cunning actress, but it turns out you're just a little girl. You made a mistake, Swan. The Midnight Killer's on the loose in the city looking for prey. So another body on the streets doesn't change anything. Everyone will think that another poor girl fell victim to a crazy killer. Why aren't you saying anything? Cat got your tongue? Now, tell me the truth unless you want to die. Where's the photo? Unless I want to die? Well, wouldn't it be you who'd be in trouble if I die? What? That stiff and overbearing tone you use to order around your subordinates. Seems like you were in a fairly high position. I'm sure there used to be many under you. But your right hand is trembling slightly. I assume that you injured the nerves in your hand on the Western Front? You can't possibly wield a gun when your hands are shaking like that, which means you must have been discharged. How do you know about that? It truly is a pity. A patriot risks his life for his country, then ends up an errand boy for some high-ranking official. I know your clients better than you think. Also, he wants things to be done as quietly as possible. I will be honest with you. I don't have the photo he demands with me right now. But I did take steps to ensure it would naturally get leaked if anything happened to me. If I die, the situation he wants to avoid will happen. So I suggest you go back and tell him what I just told you. That is, if he's afraid of this scandal, he should be more generous. Don't make me laugh. Why should I trust the words of a little girl? Well, proving that will be easy enough. Kill me now, then go on rampaging through my house for the photo. Then you'll know. Of course, I'm not sure what kind of punishment will be dished out for what you've done. What's going on over there? Who's yelling on the streets right now? Look here, can't you see that the lady is in trouble? Please help me. He's the Midnight Killer. He was about to kill me. The Midnight Killer? What? Midnight Killer? Another one has appeared here? Over there, I heard voices over there! Damn it, people are coming. This isn't over! Hey, stop right there! Yep, Swan playing the fucking hand very well. I called the police. He couldn't have gotten very far. That damn murderer. Now he's even going after little girls? Thank you so much. If you hadn't come to my rescue, I would have lost my life. It is an honor to have saved you. For we almost lost London's most famous actress tonight. Come to think of it, didn't you come to one of my performances? Although I saw it from afar, I've always been cheering for you. I'm actually a fan of yours. It's such an honor for an actress, for such a gentleman to support me. By the way, do you remember my face from the audience? It must have been quite far away from the stage. Of course I do. I remember all my fans' faces. Yes, you were sitting in the left box seat 3 days ago, right? I remember you were with another woman. But there's no ring on your... Oh, my apologies. I have a habit of observing others, so please excuse me for my rudeness. It's fine. No need to fret. Your memory is astonishing, by the way. They weren't lying when they said you can memorize scripts and songs from reading them only once. It's too high of a praise. I just see it as a mediocre talent. Mediocre? I think it's a wonderful talent to have. It's something that I've been searching years for. Excuse me? I don't understand. It seems that the commotion has died down. Let's go. Late nights in London are dangerous. If you want, I'll escort you to your home. No, I'll be alright. I don't wish to bother you any further. Serves me right to get rejected. It's not easy winning the hearts of a famous actress, I suppose. That's not true. I'm always waiting on the stage. So you can see me whenever you want. Very well. That's a positive way of thinking. Then I'll go look forward to the day we meet again. Good night, Swan player. I think that guy's the real Midnight Killer. A week later, September 18th, 1888, at the Royal Opera House in London. Great work out there, Swan. We sold out tonight again. At this rate, we might even be doing an overseas tour at the end of the year. Huh? What's wrong? You don't look so good. Are you feeling sick? Mary, I'm sorry, but what time is it? What time is it? This is the last performance of the day, so it should be around 8 o'clock. Should I go check the clock tower? Something's wrong. The post office should be closed by now, but it hasn't arrived yet. What hasn't arrived? The fan letter with the royal stamp. It always arrived around the time of our last performance of the day end. Was the day ended? Fan letter? Oh, you must mean that creepy one? What about it? What about it? The royal stamp means that the royal family guarantees the credibility of the postal service. It must be delivered safely to the recipient on time. That's why it's so expensive. Unless someone intentionally omits it during the delivery process, there's no way something like this should happen. It shouldn't happen, but why? So what I'm trying to say is, why are you waiting for that suspicious letter to arrive? Phew, I think it's here. Guess I got worried over nothing. Yes, come in. Ha! We meet again so soon, Swan. You're that gentleman from... Huh? Who's this handsome gentleman? Someone you know? You seem startled. Tonight's performance was excellent. What brings you here? What are you doing here? Nothing much, but I presented a present for you. As a fan, of course. I'm not sure if I understand. I appreciate your kindness, but this is my personal waiting room. Although I'm grateful, I'll have to decline. Please go back. Is that so? What a shame. I won't be able to deliver this letter to its owner. That's... a royal stamp? It's that fan letter. How do you have it? Didn't I say many times before? I'm your fan. Yep, he's the one who's sending the letters. Didn't I say I'm your fan? I swear to God, this guy seems to be their Jack the Ripper. I must apologize for this. But it was the surest way of getting your attention. You see, we don't have much time. I hope you understand, even if my methods were rash. Enough with the pretentiousness. How much do you know? Did that person send you to me? No, that can't be right. Because that would mean I'd already be dead by the time it was stolen from me. And then who are you? What do you want from me? Your graceful attitude I saw before seems to have gone away. Is this your true personality? Well, doesn't everyone choose an appropriate mask when dealing with other people? Let's say it's something similar. Because it's easier to get what I want if I play the role others expect. Nobody is completely honest with others. They all cheat and deceive one another. It's just that I don't see any reaction, any reason to act in front of you. You have quite the sharp tongue, unlike the pretty face you have. So, have you been threatening the prince and extorting money from him every month? Ha! Threatening him? Unfortunately, I'm the one being threatened by him. You're being threatened? Yes. I assume that he never imagined that he would be in political danger from taking a photo with a commoner opera actress. He's the one who said he was my biggest fan and insisted I take a photo with him. He is now terrified that his chances of getting married will be ruined as a result. The nerve he has. That's fucking... I mean, I can understand if, like, I don't know, you're having sex or something, and he took a photo with that, but if you just took a photo with... Oh my god. Oh, the prince took a photo with a commoner. Now his reputation is ruined. He said that the more famous I get, the higher the risk of the scandal getting out. So he told me to choose, either quitting acting or give him the photo. I declined both, and then he hired a hitman to kill me. The only reason I'm able to stay alive is because I threatened him that I'll release the photo to the media. Of course, I did ask for chump change as well in the process. But something doesn't quite sit right. Why haven't you handed the photo over to him? Isn't it better than having someone after your life? Do you know anything, or are you playing dumb with me? I said that he already sent a hitman several times to keep my mouth shut. Nothing will change even if I hand it over to him. Because to him, my life is worthless like a fly. Is worth less than a fly. Also, now my life is in your hands. Alright. I don't know what you're going to do with that photo, but I'm curious. How do you know that I was hiding the photo in that fan letter? That is a script that took me some effort to come up with. No one has ever caught on until now. Wait, so you were sending the letter... That particular fan letter was the photo... Oh, okay, that's clever. Expensive as fuck, but clever. Most certainly. It is wise of you to keep precious items as far away from you as possible. But using the Royal Post Service as your personal safe is not good. It's elementary, my dear. You are certain that if you have the photo with you, the prince will one day take it from you. Then again, entrusting someone else with that photo that your life depends on is also not a wise plan. It seems that you're the type of person who rarely trusts others. So, you had to hide it and never tell a soul. That's why you disguised it as a fan letter. You're able to hide it in the pile of all the other fan letters you get every day. Didn't someone say to hide a tree, one must do it in a forest? However, that method has one fatal flaw. There are no security measures that will ensure the letter will be delivered. It may even raise the risk of losing the photo your life depends on. So you came up with a scheme to use the royal stamp. Letters with the royal stamp are given special treatment, being delivered directly to the recipient on each exact time each week. With this, even if the photo is not within your possession for a week, you're able to keep it safely hidden and stored during the week. Of course, the cost of the stamp is ridiculously expensive, but you can trust it as the royal family's honor guarantees its safety. There's also another reason you're using the royal stamp. The main demographic of the royal stamps are royals and nobles, and many of them frequently send letters without writing the sender. This way, you're able to use the fan letter with the royal stamp to hint at others that there is a high-risk, high-ranking, dangerous fan. You're right about it all. If anything happens to me, Mary will read the fan letter I sent to myself, and she will give the photo inside to the newspaper company. I've been acting all this time to condition Mary to do so. It's as if I'm reading a well-written script. In the end, I had no choice but to target the exact moment you sent the fan letter. Once it goes into sorting, it'll be too bothersome even for me to try and steal it. Bothersome? No, wait. That means you've been following me. But the night I put the letter in the postbox. What? Then that ex-soldier is... He is someone that I've recruited. It was to distract your attention while also make you not suspect me. I was completely fooled. I never imagined the entire situation would be staged. What do you think about becoming a scriptwriter or an actor? You flatter me. I'm sorry, but I already have a job. So, what are you going to do with it now? If you came to see me for personal reasons and not the prince's, does that mean there's still room for me to negotiate? It's just as I thought. You're a quick-witted actress. But isn't there something we should go over first? Don't you have something you want to say to me? What do you mean? I told you everything. Why do you think I'm still holding something? Hiding something? What you're hiding is the real reason the prince is trying so desperately to get the photo back. The real reason? What kind of nonsense is that? Didn't I already tell you it's because I'm a commoner? No, I heard that already. But you have an inkling of what I'm talking about, no? I'm saying that the reason your life is at risk is not just because you're a commoner. You may not know a lot about me, but I know a lot about you. For example, that you are an immigrant. That you are hiding the fact that you are a supernatural. Is that what they called counters back then? Mana stones? I guess that's what they called Ethereum back then too? Okay, so this shit was around a long time then. It's been decades since this country discovered mana stones. Thanks to that, the kingdom was able to become a superpower through the development of an innovative technology. Moreover, by becoming the world's hegemon, it was able to be the country where the sun never sets. Oh yeah, right, I forgot. Swan's in exile, so her world is where the fucking where the English people become a superpower because of mana stones. However, that in itself is followed by several side effects. Since the discovery of mana stones, unidentified monsters and people with strange abilities have started to appear. Okay, so Ethereum is mana stones, got it. and people's strange abilities are counters. Got it. As time passed, the mining amount of mana stones decreased while its price soared, creating an even larger wealth gap. It was the supernaturals who were hurt the most economically, because in order for them to survive, they must consume mana stones. And if they didn't, they would turn into hideous monsters. The London Shadow Incident. The London Shadow Incident. Yes, so you know. Many years ago, there was an incident in London where a supernatural who failed to acquire mana stones turned into a monster in front of the public. Through this, supernaturals were branded as time bombs in the eyes of the London citizens. The royal family began to strictly control them in the name of preventing a catastrophe from that happening again, but the more they suppressed, the more the supernatural started hiding who they were. Yes, just like you. Currently, the Queen has declared an all-out war against the monsters outside the kingdom. In their current state, the royal family will not tolerate such a scandal. They will deny it completely for the sake of their reputation and reason for war. Is that not the reason why your life was threatened? How dare you? You claim that I'm a supernatural. Your claim that I'm a supernatural is nothing more than your imagination. Or do you have proof to support this ridiculous claim? Didn't I say? I know a lot about you. A few years ago, you were in another theater before coming to London. Yes, it was a theater in Milan where you took that photo with the prince. Impossible. How'd you know that? I thought I erased all traces of me from back then. Is that so? Once a bond is formed, it's not easily severed. Back then, the perception of supernaturals was not as bad as it is now. The retired theater manager seemed to remember who you were. That you were a young and promising actress, and that you were a supernatural with a perfect memory ability. He even knew your real name. You asked for proof to support my claim, right? The photo with this fan lever is my proof. Because this cabinet card is signed by two people. One is the man's name, the Crown Prince, and the other is your real name used in Milan. The name is... Stop. Enough. It was my defeat from the second that photo was out of my possession. To stand on stage, one must have a suitable name. So please do not call me by that name. My days as an unknown actress with that name have already come to an end. Now I am Swan. Please refer to me as Swan Claire. That is the name. That name is the name of the role I chose for myself when I stood on the stage in London. Swan. Swan. I like how it sounds. It is a wonderful name. I will call you by that as you wish. And who are you? You're rude to pry into a lady's secrets, but you never revealed your name to me. Interesting. Very well. You said that one must have a suitable name to stand on the stage. I am Frederick Alberline, but you can call me Alberline. Frederick Alberline, huh? You have a nasty hobby, Alberline. Don't you think it's time you answered after digging around in other secrets? What are you going to do with the photo? What was your purpose of approaching me in the first place? Don't worry, the prince will never get his hand on the photo. That means there is a condition if you want to have the photo back. It is a rather simple request, actually. Condition? I want you to be my partner. What? An old friend got married, so I've been searching for a new partner. And I think that you would make a great partner. You... disdainful. I had enough of you. I believe you're threatening me like some shallow woman because of that photo. But you're completely mistaken. I also have pride as an actress. What are you talking about? I was saying that I need a partner to solve a mystery with me. Mystery? Yeah, that came off as I want you to be my bride. You know of it. The serial killings have been going on in London. The Midnight Killer case. The Midnight Killer case? Do you mean the one that roams the night streets of London preying on women? Yes, if he isn't stopped, the entire world might perish. What? Huh? Was he a demon lord or something? Note 2. Renee Madroff has high standards. We're back to the present now, okay. Quaffle game, victory, 2 weeks later. Whoa. The sun in Front Bay is as hot as ever. Today, we're meeting with Miss Swan, who is in the Front Bay for a photo shoot. Hello, Miss Swan. Your return to work after a long break. May I ask how you feel about it? It's your first time away from the silver screen doing a drama series, but the public's reaction is already so enthusiastic. Well, since my background comes from doing stages, I think this will be a challenge to myself. It would mean that my story will not be a one-act play, but a series drama. Ah! The people normally know you as a movie star, but you were originally a stage actress. Yes, I used to be nervous whenever I was up on stage, but the staff helped me so that I could act comfortably. That's surprising to hear. A genius like you getting nervous. Everyone feels excited and nervous whenever they're on stage. But I cannot disappoint my fans. I'll try my best to look elegant and graceful. The professional's mindset is different, I see. Come to think of it, didn't you say you wrote the script? Yes, I was involved in this work from start to finish. It's not just the script. I was also responsible for the producing, casting, location setting, and supporting roles. Supporting roles? Yes. I tend to prefer villainous roles over good ones, because I'm able to show my fans a more diverse acting. I heard the story for this morning's series is quite serious. Well, it will be broadcast simultaneously all around the world, so I think it will feel different depending on where you watch it. If we put our 100% into the series, I don't think that when it is aired will have a great significance. It's a bold statement coming from a role model artist. Can we get your comment about the series? Well, I can't go into details as it would be a spoiler. It's a story about a detective and an assistant girl solving various mysteries. Oh, is it your background you're making a series of? Administration Direct Control City, Ground 1. ADC G1, Grand Dimensional Crevice, Observation Post, Mine Entrance. Oh, I see. The story already sounds so exciting. Unfortunately, our interview with Miss Swan had to end here. Then, her next news is about Charladay's Gauntlet League. The verdict of Weiler, who shot a teammate in the last Gauntlet match. I'm so jealous. What is it, sir? I heard from a colleague who works in Front Bay. Looks like Swan visited their observatory at the Grand Dimensional Crevice for a photo shoot. He bragged to me about how Swan signed his helmet. What? Isn't the observatory at the Grand Dimensional Crevice off limits to civilians? There was even a rally collapse that happened recently over there, right? I really thought the world was ending that time. How am I supposed to know? Pirates and hunters go over there all the time to collect their bounty. Maybe the restrictions over there are more lenient than Ground 1, where a corrupted area is near the Grand Dimensional Crevice. Maybe their VIP gave her permission to film. The Front Bay Senior? Yeah, I heard Front Bay's VIP is a bit of a philanthropist. Unlike our VIP, who's haughty and picky. Even looking at the recent reality collapse. Why is it our fault that a monster suddenly appeared from the Grand Dimensional Crevice? Sir? What? Oh, you think I'm the bad guy here? But you also got a pay cut, didn't you? I mean, Did we summon that thing? We just did everything by the book, so why is she being hysterical towards us? Sir? I already dread being assigned to G1 as incidents happen every second. I mean, so what if she's a senior? She's gotta fix that attitude of hers if she wants to get married. Oh, that's a fucking low blow there. Oh, yeah? Now I'm curious. So what about my attitude? Ma'am? Why are you here? Why am I here? Do I need your permission to patrol around my city? It's not that. I heard that you were going to inform the others on decisions made to the Supreme Administrator meeting today. Rene Montroff. Rene Montroff, Ground 1 Senior. Former Future at War Senior Researcher. Ah, really? Recognized for her talents as an engineer since the age of 15. Joined the administration after the fall of the Future at War project. Assumed that her excessive desire to show off and obsessiveness for independence seemed to have formed during this time. Assumed that her excessive desire to show off and okay. Performance-oriented. Has a strong competitive spirit, while also having a strong need for recognition. Hobbies include MMA, a grappler. Also a sign of highest self-esteem. She's an MMA fucking person? Interesting. Weak to compliments, but backfires if too obvious. Thinks that she is looked down on. Favorite food is steak, cooked rare. Oh, okay, that's something we kind of share. There are 2 restaurants she frequents. With her personality and career, she must have high standards for men. She won't be interested in anyone around her or even her subordinates. Then the appropriate line to say for the role of Montrere here would be, oh shit, she's in disguise as Rene. Don't make me laugh. Who are you to set my schedule? You think you're some big shot, huh? Ma'am, no, it's just... Cop and Company search and seizure is going smoothly. I'm just stopping by. Ah, I see. I got your report. There was a reality collapse while I was absent, right? Then there should be a collapse prevention device made in the old administration days in Ground 1's Grand Dimensional Crevice. A prevention device? Yeah. I'm an engineer too. We'll be able to determine the cause of it if we analyze it. So I'll need to have a look around, get ready. But the Grand Dimensional Crevice experiences frequent counter side effects. And due to the recent events, the alert level of the Grand Dimensional Crevice has been raised by several levels. Hey, don't make me say it twice. I already brought the Ethereum shield. Then we'll act as your guards. Will that be okay? Alright. This one seems to know his assignment. Lead the way. Ha! Swan being able to fucking disguise her ass so easily. ADC G1 area, near the Grand Dimensional Crevice, CSE level 2. From here, the area is constantly affected by corruption waves flowing from the Grand Dimensional Crevice. The Grand Dimensional Crevice is currently stabilized and is maintaining a CE level between 1 and 2, CSE. But a corruption area is still a corruption area. Please be prepared for the unexpected. That's odd. I don't see any observation device from here. Is it okay to leave it unchecked like this? Detection devices can't be deployed within a 2-kilometer radius of the Grand Dimensional Crevice. Even if its lower level is low, an error occurs when it's exposed to corruption waves for too long. Aren't there a few good products on the market when it comes to an anti-corruption device? Of course, but the top-of-the-line equipment can last longer, but... even so, it's an expensive consumable item. Eventually, there will be budgetary issues that comes to constantly deploying them. Hey, why are you telling her that? Instead, we are patrolling the perimeter every hour due to the increase in the alert level. Alright, I understand what you're saying. Good work. I'll review the budget allocation once I return to city management. Thank you. It's a little further to the collapse prevention device. Oh, it's that guy. Is that a CO? Oh, it's that one again. Everyone has a role suited to them. The most important thing is when and where they realize their role. Damn it. It's been a while since I shot a firearm. No changes in the CSE level. No counter side effects detected. It's a new type that wanders alone. Hey, rookie, stop standing there like an idiot and escort the VP out. Yes, sir. Ma'am, this way. Huh? Something suddenly came out from the ground? It's sucking the corpses using the roots buried deep underground. It's absorbing the possibilities from another entity. Damn it, ma'am, get behind me, quickly! Observatory, red alert, this is... Ma'am, why? I don't want to expose myself so early, but... An unexpected emergency has happened. I'll have to improvise. Swan? What's Swan doing here? Is this a dream? I'm sorry. It'll be troublesome for me if you call in backup. Since you saw what happens behind the stage, I can't spare you. Although the Grand Dimensional Crevice is farther away than I expected, I can't afford to delay any longer. All I must do is find the area where the Grand Dimensional Crevice and the normal side interfere with each other and insert the mirror fragment. Everything according to the script. Camponcino, front bay in ground 1. Half is done. Chamber, Charladade, and lastly, Lotus. Only 3 more Grand Dimensional Crevices left. If I connect the last 3 locations... You. I know. I've seen you before. Fascinating. Stealing the voice of a dead soldier to speak. You, I know. Seen you before. Over there. Ground 1, Commercial District A9, dock number 3. The Category 3 CO at best. However, there's lots of them. The timing is impeccable. It seems that they are passing on information to their kind when dying. Kill, do not die. Want. More power, bring possibilities. A corrupted wedge. Interesting. You can create a counter side effect intentionally. COs listen to me, unlike you. So I stimulate. Instinct. A gunshot. Yay! We won! Ha! Nice! I'll be eating good for a couple days now. What category is this corrupted reg? It's category 3, right? This again? You won't let it go, will you? Leave her be. She's a good kid. Just a little stupid in the head. Noelle, right? Though I'm not the experienced, let me give you some advice. Give up trying to get into that company. But if I miss my chance now, there's no telling when they're gonna hire me again. That's why I decided to seize this opportunity. Hey, I never heard of a company having to defeat a Category 3 as a requirement for joining. What? We should report that to the administration. That's crazy. You seem to be new at all this, but you gotta be careful when choosing your first company. I joined one that wasn't in good shape, and look at me now. I'm a freelancer doing odd jobs. But I want to be a member of the Fenweir squad, not a mercenary. Yo, you two, how about you work for us? Yeah? Not sure about her, but you're a tough fighter. Heh, Legendary Task Force all claim to have met each other out in the field by chance. What do you mean by that? I'm a good fighter, too. Well, then what's your counter grade? Counter grade? Well, get a load of this. A counter doesn't even know her own grade. What about you, friend? Bet you at least have a C, no? Hello, mister? I think he's talking to you. Huh? His head got cut in half. Get your guns ready. Who the hell is that? You're... Never seen a CO like this one before. When did it get so close to us? Get it together. It's not a normal Category 1. Category 1. Huh? Never heard before. That's my voice. Is that thing mimicking me? Your standards. I dislike.
Minna, 結果が全てだ。チャンスを作ればいいんです。
How convenient that I am one-shotting all of them. But then again, I am like 50 fucking levels higher. Next phase. You think those other guys would pop up, but whatever.
チャンスは作ればいいんです。ザコどもが暴れていますね。チャンスは作れば簡単ですね。
Next phase.
準備が終わり次第、順次降下します。
Now look, it's the corruptor thing.
チャンスは作ればいいんです。
One shot, one kill. Commencing orbital construction. Aim. Why, you little... Get over here! I said get over here! Fire! Huffing and puffing. Phew. Thought I was a goner. The Vice President will arrive shortly. Just hang in there. That last strike was flawless, even if it was weak. Even if it is a weak spot. It was a critical blow. Even if it was at his weak spot. Well, excellent work. It's all thanks to you, boss. If you didn't call me, I'd be in big trouble right now. Huh? Noel, what's wrong? Boss, over there. It's the CO that appeared at first. New CO. Become useless. Now, make you into CO. Boss, it's coming towards me! Should I collapse the bridge again? There are no more pillars left. Calm down, Noel. My employees seem to have arrived. We just arrived at the nick of time. Maybe I'll get several speeding tickets later. Oh, Vice President and Miss Mina! Are you here to save me? I'm so touched. Okay, so this is the shit that happened in between 10 and 11. With that little side story with her joining. Please calm down. We just don't want to cause a scandal and be blamed for the applicant's death. You humans, strong. Quit bothering us and get out of our sight, CO. Even if I can't use one of my arms, I can still take you down. You do not fight. What? What do you know? You're just a CO. You cannot fight. Weak. Did you get emotional damage or something? Why were you talking to him? Zhao Lin, stay alert. He's not dead yet. This power. Good information. I want human weapon. For the next. Zhao Lin, are you seeing this? Yeah, he turned into dust and disappeared. Normal COs don't die like that. That wasn't your typical CO. Let's call him a shadow. He was below Category 3. My head feels like it's going to burst dealing with company issues. What the heck's happening here? Miss Mina! Huh? Stop hugging me. You look so cool dealing with that CO. It was even more epic in person than in video. I'll never forget what happened today. Oh, right. I also took care of the other CO. It was all squishy looking and I didn't want to touch it, but I defeated it. Boss helped me a little. But could that one also be a category 3? Why are you so obsessed with joining our squad? Sorry? We weren't not that nice to newcomers. Commander's always reckless. Shion slacks off whenever he gets the chance. Anyway, Fenrir Squad isn't all glamorous or great as you think it is. I mean, we're mercenaries who do anything for the right price. No, you aren't! You and Fenrir Squad are heroes who saved the world, Miss Mina! Because you stopped the Coaffle game, many lives were saved. Lives. Even if people don't believe it, I know it's true. I really do! And I want to become someone like that. An amazing person who saves the world. Noelle, I'm sorry to burst your bubble, but the CO you defeated was far from being a category 3. What? That can't be! However, if you're up for it, I'll let you retake the interview. I believe my attitude this morning was insecure as well. Really? I didn't mishear that, right? Yippee! I'm sure I'm gonna pass this time! Noelle, right. Yes, you have finally found your role. There, you will gain a lot of experiences and meet a lot of people. So I'll follow your story from the back of the stage, until your story reaches its end. And maybe it's no coincidence that you are here as well. COs. Engravings. At times, there are more frightening things than death. So I'm fighting Harvester, okay. Nope, not wrong one. Hey, you know what? Fuck it. As more people are realizing to do this thing. I think we'll go with Dragon Boy. Now that I think of it, you have no name. Name? Yes. To stand on stage, one must have a suitable name. Name. Human standards. Cannot understand. That's not true. On stage, a name is your role. There's a clear difference between a role with a name and a background character. Though it's too early to tell what you really are, you do show some characteristics that stand out from ordinary COs. For one, you are self-conscious, and another being that you can cause a counter side effect at will. Also, you steal possibilities from other entities and evolve. It seems that you will be useful to me. If your goal is to harvest the possibilities of this world, I shall prepare a role for you in my script, so that you may also stand on stage. Your name will be Harvester. That power. A quick learner, I see. Did you just imitate Coffin Company's sniper attack? I gained experience, human weapon. I am stronger than when I fought you. I crave your possibilities. I die many times in order to kill. Death. Did you know? There are some things that even death can't defy. And that is despair. Despair. I apologize for my late introduction. I am Swan, Swan Claire. From now on, I will imprint despair in you as a scriptwriter. Ha. Despair, huh?
どうか定められた結末になることを。これが英雄の一撃だ。痛いですね。合心使いさせてあげます。これが僕の秘技だ。
No, it is more 3D. That's funny.
これは君たちが築き上げた立派な
Yeah,
力だ。
I was just about to summon that one too. That's funny. That was easy. This ends here, Harvester. Ugh. How do you feel? Angry? No matter how hard you try, you'll never stand on the same page as me. So let this moment sink in. Your emotion, your shame, your inferiority as a species. The end of a bottomless despair. Again, passing information to another of your kind upon death. But if you don't die, it would be a worthless attempt. Where is this? This is within my mirror. The world of Panorama. It is a piece of the forgotten world that I attained through a contract with the Demon Lord. This place, I know, destroyed. Ugh. That is my kind? Yes. This is a reflection of you. With time and space cut off from the world, you will face an exact version of yourself. Until you give up everything and completely submit to me. Die! I kill you! I will prepare a stage for you soon. Until I call for you, rehearse your role in here. Forever. Manager, what is it? Miss Swan, where are you right now? Everyone's waiting on you for the shoot. How can you suddenly leave without a word? Please don't raise your voice. I was revising the script because I found someone perfect for the new role. I believe this will allow us to tell the story more easily. What? What do you mean? Casting has already been fixed. You want to trade role? You want to change roles again? The director is also fuming. Didn't I tell you not to raise your voice? Who was the one who helped you stay in this industry despite your meager talents? Who was the one who denied your allegations in the scandal involving Jet Biotech? Oh, I thought I recognized that bitch. I apologize, Miss Swan. That's fucking what's his name's quote-unquote girlfriend who just wanted to use him to get all fucking money and shit. The scumbag! No, there's nothing to be sorry about. There's only one reason I hired you as my manager. You're someone who knows your place. Go tell this to the director. We are going to change locations according to the revised script. Change the location? Then what about Ground 1? My business here is done. The next location is... Yes. Chamber will do. Just fucking using them as cover, dragging their shit around. Alright, I think that was... Yep, that's the end of Act 1. There are more frightening things than death, huh? Let's see. Looks like we're going back to her past in the other world. Alright, so this is like... I mean, I guess that makes sense. It's partly her backstory from the previous world, where hilariously she's English. Well, at least a world from where England was a world superpower, but they dealt with shit. And another being the shit leading up to her doing what she did in in episode 11. To be honest, I mean, granted, I don't know what the final act might be. It might be like shit afterwards, but if I knew this was going to be like this, I might have done this first, and then episode 11. Or 12? My bad. Because this shit seems to be, like, very connected. I mean, no, it is 11. I'm just retarded. Okay. And it connects to episode 13, apparently. Very interesting, though. Very much interesting. And it's going to be longer than I expected, but that's fine. Alright, so we're going to be leaving that there for now. So, later today, assuming everything goes according to plan, which that's the question up in the air, I will be streaming on my Xbox, continuing where I left off with Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Now, that said, I don't know if I'm going to be streaming tomorrow, even though I usually been keeping those days myself. Just cause I got that I gotta go. I technically gotta work tomorrow in the afternoon, like late afternoon. Excuse me, cause I do get paid to scare the shit out of people. But then next week's gonna be kind of a bitch too. Well, for the rest of the month. I technically gonna have 2 doubles coming up, and then Tuesdays for the rest of the month. I'm gonna be getting paid to scare the shit out of people. So they're going to probably be no streams on Tuesdays for the rest of the month. Because I'm probably going to be still sleeping in those days too. So, should I do Tuesday will be moved to Thursdays after this week. We're just going to play it by ear, see what the fuck happens, to be fair. There's a lot of moving pieces. Lots of moving pieces, but it is what it is. Either way, it's interesting finally getting on with this story encounter side. Lots more content to look forward to with that. And on that note, thanks people for coming by, at least saying hello. I do appreciate it. You guys have a good morning, evening, afternoon, whatever goddamn times you guys are in. And we will see you all again next time, whenever the hell I stream. So bye-bye. Have a wonderful time. We'll see you later.